Hello, Chuck.
Morning, guys. How are you?
What's up?
I wanted to ask you guys something, about the three-point shot, because I had read a comment by Adam Silver about that this morning. But now, when they had implemented the three-point shot, the 1980 season, now how do you guys think the offense was going before that, without the three-point shot prior to that?
What do you mean? It was basically a big man, low post, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar type of basketball league.
Sky hook.
Yeah,
it was like get the ball. It was get the ball inside. Mm-hmm. I mean, always had shooters like
right.
Bob Cousy, whatever.
How was Bob Cousy his rookie year? Did he look good or
probably more of a mid-range game?
Larry Bird, whatever. But what bothers me is the over reliance on it, because if you're not hitting them, then you end up being in trouble. And the Celtics of late have to go to the contested twos, and they're not that great at that. So I don't know. But summarize your thought for me, Chuck.
Well, I heard that Bob Cousy had said, was it last year or around about that? He said that the Celtics shouldn't use that as a first option. It should be a weapon, but not as a
first option.
First option.
Well, too late for that. I mean, that's Joe Mazzulla's philosophy. Wiggy says he's the best coach in the NBA, and so I don't think they're going away.
Yeah, but that's kind of like what the new NBA is. When you think about it, how many teams are built where their game is to win in the low post? I mean, there are big men out there, so I wouldn't say, like built on big men.
They're not built that way, but you could have adjusted your game when you got Porzingis.
Porzingis, the reason why he's the unicorn is because of his ability to knock down three-pointers. So, like, when you think about you get a guy like that, the whole thing in the NBA now is about spacing and opening the floor up, and the way you do that is you want to have guys that can knock down threes. And when you start to see the way the game has evolved over the years.
Yeah. I don't agree. The discussion started because there is a news report or there was some speculation that the NBA is going to look at the over-reliance on the three-pointer and how they can, if it's affecting the overall game, what they can do about that. But I'm not.
But why do you think more?
You don't, because guys are successful in shooting the ball from 3 points, and from the 3-point line, it's an advantage. You don't take that away. Because,
you know how you get better ratings in the regular season, no matter whether there's threes or not? You decrease the number of playoff teams. And you know what I'm saying? Like, the reason fans aren't interested in the regular season is because, by and large, the best players aren't.
Yeah, because it's a stupid playing game, too. That's stupid. Like, 10
you now have the entire league outside of, 6 that aren't eligible to get into the playoffs at the conclusion of the regular season? That's no way to run a business, but they keep missing the forest for the trees because they're saying that we get extra money from TNT, NBC, and ESPN if we have more playoff games.
Right.
But just like in baseball, where the one-game playoff was the freaking balls, they made it a 3-game play-in because they wanted to get the 2 extra games when negotiating a new TV deal.
And this is a reaction to the ratings, you believe, right?
Of course.
Which have continued
20%.
to drop precipitously for the NBA.
Right. And the reason why is because, and my way of fixing it might have been off the wall, but it takes that stupid analytics out of it. Because why do you think so many teams hawk up threes nowadays? Because
I honestly, I think it's because the players want to shoot them, and because because the players run the league.
The reason why
the game is the reason the ratings have dropped. I'm
not talking about the ratings.
No, but in general, let me get this out. It's because these guys are focused only on offense. Nobody plays any defense because it's not flashy. And so people find the game boring. If the game is only offense and it's only 3-pointers, people find that boring.
And the other thing, Greg, just quickly wait. The other reason that this is an issue, just like in baseball, the best players are seeing their contracts only rise. And they're being told they need to change for the health of the game when the game is the one giving them $600 million for a 6-year deal. So if you're LeBron James or Steph Curry or Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, why do you need to change anything?
The reason why is because of the stupid analytics pot that was brought into this, where people will say if the three-pointer is more valuable than the two-pointer, so the more three-pointers you take, even if you have a better field goal percentage in two-pointers, the more three-pointers you take will give you a better chance of winning the basketball game. So that's why I know it was a crazy theory, but if you and I know you don't want to really eliminate the three-point line.
You could.
But if you eliminated the three-point line, then there's no analytics where teams go, hey, they could shoot 50% from the field, and we shoot 35% from three-point line, and we win based on analytics.
That would be one fix, would be just eliminating the three entirely. Right. Every bucket is worth 2 points. Doesn't matter where you shoot it from. Right. And, I mean, I guess that would be.
Because that's the analytics part of it, Greg. It's even now in football, right?
What about golden shooter? Only one guy is allowed to shoot threes throughout the entire game. I would go with Pete Pritch.
But, Greg, just in all sincerity.
I kind of like that. And you can pick a different one for each game?
Yeah, you could select who your golden shooter is going into the game.
This ratings decrease is with sports betting now everywhere, which everybody thought was going to be this shot of adrenaline into each of these leagues' TV ratings. Like, it's not good.
This is Ed from my adopted home continent of Maine. What's up, Ed?
How are you, folks? Great show as usual. I've got the solution. All they need to do is get the soccer parents involved and then have no points, and everyone gets a trophy.
That's a good fix.
That is a good fix.
That's a good fix.
But and they're not going to obviously do away with the three-point line. So I think this is just going to be something because that's just the way it is. They'll say, hey, if we shoot this percentage from the three-point line because threes are worth more than twos, it's going to give us a better chance of win, and that's how the analytics play into the games nowadays. Until there's a way, unless they make it, and I saw some of this before, but, like the alley-oop being worth more.
Oh.
And, it's –
no,
but how do you get the game back if you're not going to eliminate the three-point line? You're still going to have it where people are just going to hawk up threes and say – it gives us a better chance of win because three is more than two.